Welcome back to Conversations with Archbishop Kurtz, and here we are, as you know, at the Catholic Enrichment Center, and we have a great treat for you because Deacon James Turner is here with us for an interview. Deacon James, thank you so very much for your presence. We appreciate that. Let me tell our viewing audience a little bit about you. By the way, I know that you and your wife, Annette Turner, were already on this program, so you already have some fans here that are listening. Deacon Turner was ordained a deacon for the Catholic Church in 1981. It's one of the first deacon classes here in the Archdiocese of Louisville. So in advance, congratulations on your 35th anniversary.
Thank you very much.
And what a great time of service. And here we are, you serve so beautifully as the administrator of the parish St. Martin de Porres next door, and also of St. Augustine a little farther east on Broadway. So we're very grateful for that service. And we're here in the Catholic Enrichment Center, which goes back to about the year 2000. So tell us a little bit about the center and also about what happens here.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that, Archbishop. And it goes really prior to 2000. There was a couple of years of work prior to the center opening. Dr. Blaine Hudson was a professor at the University of Louisville, Pan-African Studies at the time. And so they did a survey in the community of the needs, if you will, of West Louisville and what that might look like. And both Catholics and non-Catholics participated in that survey. Oh. And as a result of that, a couple of years later, Archbishop Kelly decided to open this
God
center.
rest him, and what a great gift. He made a great decision.
It was a wonderful decision,
yeah,
yes. Yeah. And since that time, this community has benefited from the Catholic Enrichment Center, which offers so many programs. It's just a great gift to the community.
Well, you know, as you were talking about it, I thought of the word itself. Sometimes I say a title so quickly, Catholic Enrichment Center, I forget each word means something. Catholic, universal. It's not only our faith as Catholics, but also our welcoming of all people. Enrichment, which means we look at the full person. And you may want to say a few things about some of the things that happen here that address the needs of the full person, all aspects of it. And it's a center. It's a place where a lot of people come. I was blown away when I heard the number of visits that occurred last year. So tell us a little bit more about what happens here.
Well, it's an exciting place for all walks of life. The center offers all sorts of opportunities from lifelong learning and development to cultural enrichment, to community networking and partnering with businesses and universities in the community, the Bellarmine, U of L, number of educational institutions. It's a family development outreach here at the center. So just a multitude of enrichment, things that happen here at the center, from lifelong learning, again, math classes and reading and ACT.
So young people come here after school, and middle-aged people my age come here. We have, it's for everybody, huh?
People from all walks.
Excellent.
The center provides, again, after-school tutoring programs and coaching and mentoring for our youth. Our seniors find it to be a haven of exchanging various types of things that impact them in the community. And again, it's just been a place of enrichment. Our quad parishes, we meet here.
That's right, the 4 parishes that collaborate so much together.
We meet here and plan programs for the region. And so
That's great. It's a great center. And I liked what you said earlier, because you said institutions who have an interest, not only in our church, but also in the common good of our community. This becomes a focal point to bring them together, so thank you. We're in the St. Jude suite. Tell us a little bit about the suite that we're in.
Well, this suite is a gift to the center. George and June Merrifield, their foundation, St. Jude, made this possible for it to be here in the center. And again, it's a family skill. Their focus was on helping to enhance and improve the skills of what it would require for parents to obtain good parenting skills.
Wow. We just had 2 synods on the family. And so to be able to have very concrete ways to help people build skills that promote and enhance the family, It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I like to refer to this as the Liab in the Family Jude Center. And because parents, both single and married folks, have opportunity to come and share opportunities for growth of what their experiences are, at the same time developing good parenting skills, or what's required to have a wholesome family.
Wow. Well, that's a wonderful thing, and so needed in our culture itself. It's wonderful. You know, one of the things you also have talked to me about is the growing level of violence within our culture. The growing level of violence, unfortunately, that's within the greater Louisville area, within the Archdiocese, and here we are in West Louisville, where you spend yourself in your ministry and service. Tell us a little bit about, I think, the Year of Mercy and the projects and efforts being made here to approach and to change an atmosphere of violence into one in which we build people up and we promote peace.
Yeah, there are so many leaders in our community, both clergy and political leaders, politicians, everybody from all walks of life have been trying to find this, the solution, if you will, to this thing of violence. And so in recent months, our regional parishes came together and just kind of decided how could we discuss how could we provide some outreach to the victims of violence, their families. And so we decided to have a prayer service.
Oh.
And at the prayer service, we invited those family members. And,
so victims of actual violent actions that occurred.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And so we had that prayer service with them, and we had the chief of police there to greet them. And as a result of that, we also, not only the prayer service, but we provided prayers of petition in our Sunday services and called the names of those victims each Sunday during the whole season of Advent. And we placed crosses with their names, with the victims' names on the front lawns of all of our churches here in the region.
Wow. You know, anybody who says voices of faith don't have a place in creating vibrant communities, they haven't seen the things that you all are doing. As you were talking about it too, I was almost humming to myself, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. And that's really what you just talked about. We have just a few minutes to go, actually, to complete this interview, and I'm sad. I would love it to be twice as long. But if you did have a hope or two that you said, well, this is what I really dream could occur with the Catholic Enrichment Center here, what would you leave our audience with?
Well, I think one of the hopes, and I want to go back to the violence piece, if I can do that very briefly, is My Brother's Keeper is an initiative where we are bringing the African-American males together with young men, with fathers and uncles and grandparents, along with the city authorities, law enforcement and attorneys, to try to help find some bridges, if we can, to help better educate our youth on survival and how to interact with local authorities. And so my hope is that the center will continue the work that it's doing. It's been a great effort, and we are so blessed to have the center. And my vision is that we'll continue supporting the programs and initiatives that take place.
Well, what a noble task. And you know, we talk often about mentoring, about having someone in our life that can change our life, that can change our priorities. And My Brother's Keepers would be a wonderful thing. I hope we can write that up and maybe have even a little more information about that to give to people who are listening today. Deacon Turner, the time goes by quickly, but not too quickly that I can't say thank you to you. Thank you for the wonderful pastoral service that you've provided, and thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thanks all of you for viewing Conversations with Archbishop Kurtz. Please stay tuned now for segment 3.